It's very common that businesses implement projects which seem to have a large projected financial benefit, but after spending the resources to do the project, those financial benefits don't materialize. The Innovanet group has developed a tactical approach to address those missed opportunities with a technique called Value Realization Methodology, or VRM. This is the first of a 2-video series developed to explain VRM. The first video will define the problem associated with the missed opportunities, and the second video will be a high-level explanation of the technique used to help ensure that your successful projects realize their projected financial benefit. To get really basic, any process takes inputs such as labor, materials, tools, and infrastructure and changes it by adding value, resulting in goods and services that the customer wants and needs. Process improvement projects such as Lean Six Sigma seek to do the process faster, cheaper, and better with less by reducing the inputs, simplifying the process, and improving the quality of the goods and services. So what determines the value of an improvement? Making the product faster, better, and cheaper with higher quality results in obvious benefits to the customer. They also provide a potential financial benefit to the shareholders of the company. We call this financial benefit business value, and it's often very difficult to quantify. Unsuccessful projects don't result in increased business value. But all too often, even successful projects don't result in increased business value. Now, this requires some explanation. There are various kinds of metrics that you use to track the project. Project metrics track how well you did the project. Was it on schedule? Was it on budget? Did you control the scope of the project? They don't address value. Process metrics track how well you follow the new process. They help you quantify if the potential benefit was met, but they don't address the value either. Value metrics address business benefit. They are seldom understood and rarely tracked. Leaders and doers know that you get what you measure, but it is not uncommon for the team to assume that if the new process is followed and confirmed by process metrics, that the business value will automatically happen, and this is a false assumption. Here's an example. Say your project is to implement a new piece of software, and its projected goal results in a 10% improvement in the efficiency of a group of 200 engineers. Well, you complete the project, and through process metrics and surveys you confirm that the implementation actually increased the efficiency of 212 engineers by 11%. So you exceeded your projected project goals. So what's the value of this? Well, it really depends on what the leaders do with this extra time, and they have several choices. They can downsize the group, which has a lot of negative consequences. They can require 11% more work per individual, which results in increased productivity. Or, all too commonly, the leaders do nothing, and if this happens, it is a good example of where a successful project did not result in business value. Let's look at another example of a process improvement. Let's say you have a process that requires 100,000 square feet of floor space, but you have a new process that can perform the same task in 25% of that floor space. Through the project, you estimate a 75% reduction, and you actually come close to that goal. The potential value of the project resides in what you do with the excess floor space. In this example, if the excess floor space prevents the building of a new facility, the potential savings is $7.5 million. Renting to another business unit results in $1.5 million savings. If you quadruple your production to take advantage of the excess floor space, it may be worth as much as $100 million. If nothing is done with the excess floor space, there is no savings. So who makes this determination? The leaders. To recap, we know project metrics track how the project was run, and we know that process metrics track adherence to the new process. We recognize that successful projects only result in potential business value, and that how the leaders leverage the potential business value defines the true benefit of the project. We also recognize that value metrics are rarely defined, tracked, or measured, and this results in missed opportunities for the business to capitalize on successful projects. This is where value realization methodology is helpful. The second video, VRM Part 2, introduces you to the techniques of VRM and how the Innovanet group can help you optimize your business value. VRM leverages Lean Six Sigma and behavioral sciences to incorporate processes that help ensure that you gain maximum benefit from your successful projects. Suboptimum value realization hurts everybody: customers, shareholders, and society. The Innovanet team leveraged Lean Six Sigma skills and behavioral science skills to help address situations where successful projects didn't result in business value. Please feel free to contact us. Thank you very much for your time.